What's going on YouTube? Jelani from JelaniTheMarketer.com back again with another video. And in this video, guys, I'm going to tell you my experience. This past weekend, I filed my taxes, and I kind of want to give you guys some insight on what my CPA told me and what I'm going to do in the future for 2018, filing my taxes going forward. Now, I want to preference this video to let you know that this is not tax information. I'm not telling you to actually take these steps. I'm telling you what I'm going to do and what I have learned from filing my taxes. So before I get into that, please give me a like. Please subscribe if you're new to this channel, because I'm going to have a lot of great content coming forward. I got some cool interviews coming and some really cool contests, so definitely subscribe. But let's get into it. So basically, I went to my mom's. My mom actually, she works at a tax firm, so she told me, hey, like, come down, you know, we'll have one of the CPAs check out your information. Now, keep in mind, this is my first time ever filing my taxes, and this past year I made quite a bit of money from my different endeavors like Shopify, affiliate marketing, coaching, my course, etc. I had different things. So I had about $30,000 that was untaxed, okay? And it was insane that I even had that much money, like, untaxed. I had no idea that I made $30K, like, just from different endeavors that I've been doing. But my CPA was like, yeah, you have like $30,000 untaxed. And he was kind of freaking out a little bit. I didn't know it at the time. He was very, like, composed, but, like, my mom came in, she's like, you look a little stressed. And he's like, yeah, you didn't tell me that your son had $30,000 that was, you know, untaxed. So basically, what I had to do was I had to write down every single thing that I purchased for my business. So I purchased, you know, a whiteboard, I purchased a mic, I purchased a webcam, a high definition webcam, I purchased a lapel mic, I purchased iPad stands, etc. Like, all these different things I wrote down. I wrote down all the programs I use, all the coaching stuff I bought, etc. And I wrote all this stuff down to try to get that number down, because I had $30,000 untaxed and I had $7,000 on the books that I had to pay back to the IRS. So my CPA was kind of freaking out, because obviously 7K is insane. And honestly, I didn't even have like 7K to pay. So I honestly was freaking out. Like, I don't have 7K in my bank right now to pay for that. I mean, I have money in my bank, but I don't have $7,000 just to give to the IRS. Like, who has all that money, right? So, I was like, okay, like, oh crap, like, I need to start writing more stuff down. So I was like, okay, let me write more stuff. He's like, yeah, think of more stuff. Like, did you travel anywhere? Did you do this? Did you do that? I'm like, yes. So I started writing all these things down. And he brought it down to $4,000. And then he was like, okay, let's try to figure out some more ways. So we figured out some different ways, and he helped me figure out, like, how I can classify what I was doing as a business, because at the time, I was kind of operating as a, not as a company, so a sole proprietor. And that's probably one of the worst things that I could have possibly done, because I didn't get any of those the deductibles from my business, right? Because if you have a corporation or if you have a LLC, then you can get some type of deductible in terms of what you use for your business. So I didn't have that. So yeah, it was $4,000 that I had to pay. And then he was like, okay, he did his magic. I don't know what he did. And then he brought it down to $478 that I had to pay the IRS. So I was absolutely blown away. I was just like, whoa, what did you do? He told me what he did, and then he gave me some pointers. And that pointer was to make an LLC, okay? So what I am bringing forth to you all, if you're an entrepreneur or an affiliate marketer, or someone in the business, the internet marketing business, you should definitely file a LLC. Now, go to a professional, go to a tax professional, go to, you know, someone who actually knows what they're talking about in terms of filing that LLC. But you definitely want to do that, because you will get tax deductibles on your filings, and you will get a lower tax rate based on what you're doing. So also, the LLC will protect you in terms of what you're liable for. So it's really, really, really beneficial for you to go into it as a corporation rather than a sole proprietor, because you'll get those benefits of having a corporation behind you rather than just going in and just saying, I do this freelance and, you have $30,000 that was untaxed. And then you're going to start really digging yourself in a hole. Luckily, I had someone who was in my corner kind of looking at what I spent my money on and what I used my money on for my business to kind of get that down. But if I had an LLC, I would have had a much lower rate of maybe even got money back from their IRS. So that's one thing that I'm going to be working on, is getting my LLC filed. I'm not sure what I want to name it yet, but I will have that soon, so that 2018, when that tax season comes, I will be good to go, because I don't want to have to worry about, oh my God, like I have to pay $7,000 today out of my pocket because I wasn't prepared for what I was doing. And again, I didn't really have the books of everything that I made, like from Shopify, from affiliate marketing, from coaching, from my course, etc. Like all these different things add up, and I didn't really have that on the book. So another thing is, you want to be super prepared and make sure that you are keeping track of what you're spending your money on, but what also where that money is coming in from, so that when you are going to prepare your taxes, you'll be really prepared in terms of what you owe or what you're going to get back. So those are just my tips. Again, this is not professional, advice. This is just what I went through, and I was, kind of wanted to give it like a little story, because this is my first time ever filing taxes in my life, and it was just like a whirlwind. It was just crazy. I was there for like 2 hours trying to figure out how I can get this down, and it was just kind of just not a waste of time. It was a learning experience, but if I was more prepared and had those things in play prior, then I wouldn't have to spend that much time at the tax firm. So definitely look into an LLC if you're doing high volume. Not even if you're doing high volume, just if you're just someone who's starting out, I would still file an LLC, because if you're in the United States, you still have to pay taxes on the money that you earn in terms of your income. So that's just my little blurb. This week I have some really cool videos. Tomorrow I'm doing an interview with a realtor person who's in the realtor space. I got a cool interview with a Funnel Hacker Live speaker that's going to be coming up at the end of March, probably early April. I got some cool interviews and some cool contests in the pipeline, not really confirmed, but just some cool things that will be happening. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for being just here watching my videos, supporting the channel. Definitely subscribe if you are new, or if you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you have any suggestions for videos, definitely leave a comment, because I love to hear everyone's suggestions and how I can make the channel better. If you have any, criticisms, so just let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.